Hey guys, we're here the night before the 500, and we're here to watch the Indy Pro Series and the USAC Silver Crown race. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we can get into while we go interview some drivers. Let's go!
It's time for another On the Spot. On the Spot.
With this Indy 500 being raced in August with no fans, think you'll still feel like the Indy 500 at the end of the day in the winner's circle? How do you think history will look back on the race years from now?
It's going to be interesting, obviously running it in August, in the heat of August, with no fans. I think it's going to be very bizarre whoever ends up sitting in the winner's circle with the wreath over them and drinking the milk and sort of not many people being around them. You won't have the 50 people in the winner's circle. You won't have the 300,000 fans cheering you on. So I think it's going to be pretty bizarre for the winner, even in that moment where you're not really thinking about what's going on around you. I think in hindsight, whoever wins is going to look back on it with a sort of a strange twist to a strange year.
I asked you at the beginning of last season about your goals as a new team owner. You accomplished them by getting the poles and wins. Forgetting what Scott Dixon is doing in 2020 for a minute, do you think a championship is now reasonable and a realistic goal moving forward from here on out?
I believe a championship is a realistic goal. I think up until we had the struggles at the Iowa doubleheader, we were getting a lot of consistent finishes. Even without a podium, we were sitting at second in points. So I think the way Colton's maturing and the speed that he obviously still has, I think that we're getting to the point where we can realistically expect a good, solid fight for the championship.
Colton had a few DNFs last year that kept him from certain rookie accolades and a shot at the title. Unfortunately, similar to his year in Indy Lights following his hand injury, what do you do as a team owner with a young driver to meet those kinds of early major heartbreaks like Indy last year and overcome them?
I think the biggest thing, especially for him being a rookie, being 19, was to focus on maturity most all, because the speed was there as we'd seen with the 3 pole positions and the 2 wins, but we had a sort of a boom or bust year last year where we would either win a race or probably crash out. So racecraft and maturity, and the more laps Colton would get under him, the better he would get, the more he would learn. So I think it sort of culminated in our last race at Laguna Seca. A lot of the mistakes he had made at races like Portland and Road America before, he was able to curb those mistakes and put in a veteran drive to basically lead the whole race and bring it home in the end. So I think he's brought a lot of that to his craft this year. And again, beside a rough weekend in Iowa, it's been a very productive season for us without any podiums.
On top of pressures of being a new team in such competitive series, you and Colton have legacy names that carry a certain level of expectation. You are both a very unique position not many people can identify with such a young age. How has that helped you better your friendship?
It's definitely been something we've been able to bond over for really as long as we've known each other. Sort of this next generation legacy name to live up to, especially with Colton having his father still in the series and still making a legacy in the series, not as a driver but as a team owner, race strategist. So I think having the ability to learn from those who made our name's legacy and sort of grow together in trying to build our own as well.
How would you say your friendship has evolved since the early days? Do you two ever just hang out, or is it more business now than ever? When's the last time you actually played like Call of Duty with him?
We actually played, he actually came over just a few days ago as he's in town for the 500. And we played some Call of Duty, hopped on the simulator, and had a good time. But he stays at my house whenever he's in Indianapolis. We hang out as much as we can. So the friendship is not really waned somehow in the 2 years of being professional partners. But yeah, it's been a fun ride.
Wow. So he stays at your house every time he comes down to Indy?
He stays in my guest room at my house when he comes
Wow.
over.
Hey guys! Well, welcome to the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a lot of fun. It was so crazy to see the cars out here. It's beautiful, actually. So make sure you follow me on all my social medias. You know the drill. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!